really like this problem. So we're back at it. I'm going to give you 3 options. You pause your video, you try to figure everything out, then you come back, and I'm going to give you the solution. So we've got king d3, king c3, or king b1. And in this case, I'm going to give you time to pause your video. Go ahead and take a moment. Try to figure out what significant nuance is in the position which can save black. Be looking for it. Okay, without further ado, if you chose king b1, you're absolutely right. It was not king d3 or king c3. So let's see why. There is a critical defensive move for black that if you miss, you're going to get this problem wrong every time. So let's start with king d3. If king d3, king c4, and it just seems like white's coming to collect the pawn, no problems. Here's that key defensive move. a3. If I could give it 3 exclams, I would. It says, if you take, it's a rook pawn. If you don't take, I got time to get in position and make the draw anyway. So when you take, we should know from the very first video in the series covering the basics that anytime it's a rook pawn, the lone rook pawn, if the defending king can get to the queening square, there's nothing the attacker can do and the game's a draw. So as we're running to the corner, we get there and we know from experience this is equal. Even if I added in dark square bishops on every single dark square, this is still, I'm going to get there. This is still a draw. So keep that in mind. All right, coming back. What about king c3? Same defensive move. a3, you get triple exclam. I'm giving them 3. After takes, same story, different variation. We get to the queening square. So let's see why king b1 makes all the difference in the world. King b1 is needed so that when a3 is played, b3, and our king is able to get to the key square in order to usher the pawn forward. And after king b6, king b4, we have the opposition, and we know from experience in the first video that this is going to be a forced win for white. If you didn't know that, definitely go back and take a look at that first video in the series where we cover a ton of basic positions. So, knock it out. In games. It's where it's at.